It looked like he, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was weird shit. And I'm not no Black Lives Matter supporter. Like,
you're not?
No, absolutely.
Why not?
Because it's not our movement. This is a movement that was given to us by, George Soros and his fucking boys. Because they saw how things were going and they didn't want it to go back to the 60s to where we start having our own organic movements. That was a big fucking problem for them. So let's give the people a movement that we can control. We'll provide them the leaders and all of this type of shit. And, yeah, that's what Black Lives Matter is. Look at the leaders of Black Lives Matter.
Are there leaders of Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
Who?
Look at these lesbian women who are trying to incorporate, LG, whatever the fuck the letters are, incorporate their concerns into Black people's concerns. Go to the website, look it up.
What's good, people? It's your boy V. Belling Thing on the check-in with your Valdo voice. Just wanted to do a quick commentary and reactionary video. If you watch my channel, you know I don't do a lot of reactionary videos, but got some emails asking me to comment on the whole on these particular topics, the topics in regards to Kanye West and the topics or Kanye West's relationship with Candace Owens. So I wanted to I'm not gonna make it too long, but I wanted to go. I figured since I'm getting the emails and people asking for more commentaries, that I will deliver some. So I recently just watched yesterday actually, I watched the full documentary of The Greatest Lie Ever Sold, with Candace Owens exposing Black Lives Matters and the death of George Floyd and all these different aspects of that case and the movement, okay? So upon review and watching it, I gotta say that I was definitely shocked at some of the stuff that she uncovered. I always have my speculations based on when I went on the website to contribute and donate the things that I had saw. Now, let me say this first. I'm definitely in support with the sentiment that Black Lives Matter. I agree that all lives matter, but I do understand the plight and the struggle of my Black brothers and sisters. So they have a unique and special situation. So Black Lives Matter, of course, the sentiment I totally 100% agree with, and I'll stand tall with my Black brothers and sisters any day. But we have to be able to differentiate the group, okay, the so-called non-for-profit group of Black Lives Matters and what they're selling, and opposed to the sentiment and the truth about the need in the Black community for change, right? So the documentary was very detailed, and even during the documentary, I had some reserves when I was watching it because, people are always going to paint a picture in the way they want to set their view across, right? But when she started getting into the IRS dealings of Black Lives Matter, when she started to expose that, and you got to actually see where the contributions and the donations went, that opens a whole new ball.
Released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million. Here's where it gets really interesting. Ready for some BLM pride? Another $200K went to escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. And then at that moment, it became personal. And I thought, not only am I going to say the truth, I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies.
So I challenge anybody. I mean, if she's lying about where the money went to all of these gender reform, transgender, and sex worker institutions, if she's lying that the money went there, prove her wrong. That made me look at it totally different because, I know how non-for-profits work. A certain percentage is to be put aside for employees and things of that nature, right? You can pay yourself a salary. A certain percentage is to be applied towards the actual development and growth of the nonprofit, right? So I think it's 60-40, and in some cases it's like 35, 65, like 35% has to be reinvested or used for the actual cause, and then maybe the rest has to be used for operating costs to pay employees, but not these astronomical salaries. 800,000 to her brother, you know, over 2 million, 4 million in contributions to gender studies, and I mean, where wasn't the money collected for the Black community? Wasn't it collected to I mean, I would have, you know, been a lot happier to see some of that money go to actual communities, to develop community centers, job training, maybe help with you know, hiring, retraining police, I don't know, wherever, just more effective things, as opposed to the owner buying mansions. They have all these properties and stuff like that. It just seems like it's a big scam. So, you know, if she's lying, I challenge BLM to you know, you can put out all the PSAs you want. You could pull out all the, you know, all the letters that you want. You can pull out all the press conferences that you want. But if you're not proving, they're not disproving her point, and they're not proving their point. So, I mean, the documentary was very detailed in regards to, and they also gave her, the owner of Black Lives Matters, the opportunity to speak on it, to defend herself, and she didn't. So, you know, we got to really take a look at these, you know, these particular institutions that people are donating to. You know what I mean? At this point, I've seen it on several platforms, but this was the most detailed one. And, you know, I believe that Candace Owens and her production team did an amazing job at exposing the lies of the institution Black Lives Matter. You know, I understand that, you know, listen, I think the Black community and the Latino community should be very upset and should demand answers. You know, just because you don't like a person, a lot of people don't like Candace Owens, right? Because she goes against the norm. But here's the reality. Is she telling the truth? Is what she's saying true? Forget about, let's not take a, same thing with Kanye West, right? Let's not take a look at the messenger. You don't have to like him. Take a look at the message. Is the message the truth? You know, based on what I saw in the documentary, I think she's being truthful. You know, she sat, another thing is, you know, none of the money has been funneled back in the community. I mean, none of the money has been used for the development or further advancement of Black people in general. It's been used for self-gain. It's been used for a luxury lifestyle. And it's also been used to push, you know, gender objective agendas. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. You check out the video. Don't be biased. Look at it with an open point of view. Make your own decisions. But I do think that, you know, BLM, I think she did a great job of exposing it. I never really believed them. They come out when, you know, they're not in the hood, man. Let's put it that way. Moving on real quick to Kanye West and his recent rants on Drink Champs. Listen, I think it's pretty obvious that Kanye West suffers from some type of mental illness. Like, I can say he's bipolar. I can look at him. I've dealt with a lot of bipolar people. I can look at him and I can tell he definitely suffers from bipolarism. In one hand, he's cursing out Diddy and Meek Mills. And then on the other hand, he's saying he loves Meek Mills and he loves.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who, because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. That's why I love Meek Mills. You understand what I'm saying?
You going there.
Like Meek Mills is in prison talking about, I'm gonna fuck Rihanna. And, okay, I'm gonna say this in a way that's not disrespectful to Rocky. Meek Mills was like in prison, like, yo, I'm a bag this joint, and he did multiple joints, boom, 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 boom. He even got to
Rocky.
You know, that's a contrast right there. But in regards to what he's saying about the, you know, the Jewish community, he has a whole lot of points, man. He has lots of points, and the fact that they're canceling him proves it. You know, the powers that be behind Drink Champs, you know, put the pressure on Nori. Shame on Nori for folding, right? And one instance, Nori's like, you are brother Kanye. You can come up here anytime you want, say whatever you want. And the next thing he's saying, I shouldn't have let Kanye come up. So they got to him, whatever. We know what side of the fence Nori's on, right? But in regards to Kanye West, you got to be careful when you go on these platforms. Freedom of speech is not free. You're not going to be partnering up with these companies that are giving you all this money, advancing your gear, advancing your label, your products, and then think you just talk bad about them. He knew going into this business that that the Jewish community controls the media, the Jewish community controls the fashion industry. If you know that, you partner up with them, then you get what you look for. And that's pretty much it. In regards to the rants about George Floyd, I think it's his opinion. I think everybody has their own interpretation when they saw the documentary. I just believe that you got to be careful when you have a voice that loud like Kanye West, of the things you say, unless you're willing to lose everything. He says he's willing to lose everything. He says, you can come kill me. I'm going to stand up for this. Let's see how far it goes, because Valencia already started working with him. He's being sued for $250 million by the Floyd family. I'd love to see. I can't wait to see how this thing plays out. But that's my take on things. Check out the new Candace Owens documentary. It's amazing. It's very detailed. And again, I was a little bit on the fence. I was leaning towards what she was saying. But the minute that I saw where the money was actually being used, and the fact that BLM is doing nothing to actually, if a person lies on you, you can take them to court. You can do defamation of character. You can do a lot of things. I don't think they want to shake they want to shake the rattle, because they know that more investigations will come. And if that's the case, then they just fooled America, man. And shame on them. You got to be very careful who you donate to. And in regards to Kanye West, man, may God be with him. I like that he's speaking his truth. I just think that you got to be more strategical when you speak these things, man. I don't think he understood the backlash he was going to get, because once they start freezing your accounts and they may start investigating him for taxes, that man don't shut up. They're going to get him. Trust me. The powers that be. He's not that big that he can't be touched. So pray for Kanye West. Thank you to Candace Owens. It's your boy Val the Voice. I just wanted to drop a quick reactionary video. Please check out the movie, the documentary, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold, and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. I'll be doing more reactionary videos. I'll be doing more interviews. It's your boy Val the Voice on the check, and leave a comment. Peace.